For me, it was just pretty much electric guitar music. I don't know. The Who was pretty mind-shattering when I was like 15 years old, and I pretty much anything with ripping electric, but also lots of other stuff too. I mean, Pinkerton and the Pixies and stuff was huge for both of us.
I was raised on Pink Floyd by my dad, but Led Zeppelin's always been the band I come back to the most. And
Kyle's got a tat.
I got a tattoo just pretty recently.
What'd you get?
John Bonham tattoo.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
Right on my leg.
I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
All right, so it's there.
It's there.
Baby, treat me like a pet, and I'll run. Baby, if you take my legs, and I'll crawl.
It doesn't really mean anything. Whatever you want, but yeah, it's just it is what it is, man. But yeah, we encourage anyone to not look too far into the name. Just listen to our music.
But, we often get asked, is it some sort of weird sexual position?
The answer is yes.
Yeah, if you want it to be. It's whatever you want.
We were the worst at our instruments, and no one would play with us, so me and Kyle started playing together. Dave was awesome, so when me and Kyle got sick of just each other, we needed another person, and there was only one answer, and that was probably like 5 years ago now that Dave started playing with us. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. There wasn't any, neither of us had a previous band or anything. This is, for all intents and purposes, our first band. Yeah.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, we're just like white kids from the suburbs. But I don't know. We just listen to a ton of music, and I think it's mainly because of the music we chose to listen to, and we were kind of tired of all the people that we went to school with, so we just played loud music in our basement. And Hamilton's been great as a city. Like, Dundas is technically Hamilton, but Hamilton's a good stronghold for us, even though we can't fully claim it quite yet.
It's still the valley.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Dundas because it's a good place where you can just kind of walk around for hours and talk. And there's a lot of. It's just a good. Walking is so underrated. Just walking around and just fucking talking. So I do like Dundas for that reason. I think that has helped our band. Just walking around talking about nothing.
There ain't nothing you can't do to make me come unglued. I'm dumb but not like you. Don't will before you bloom.
Well, it's a split 7 with our friends, Northern Primitive, and our contribution was Zombie-Eyed, and it was a song that we just kind of had kicking around for a bit, and then it finally kind of came together, and we had it recorded last spring, so it was pretty much the opportune time to release it when the idea of a split was proposed, because it was something we'd talked about for a while, but for it to actually come to fruition was a lot of fun for both parties involved. We just love their band, and I think we always have a good time together, so it was just a really natural thing.
I think there's talk there. We should hopefully be putting something out in June. I don't know what. We don't know what yet, but there'll be something to come, and then something again in the fall. But not a split. Maybe a 1 7-inch and a handful of other songs. We're still figuring out the full details, but there will be more music.
It's easier to hatch melodies and songs together pretty much from the point of vocals and guitar. So like sometimes, but not necessarily always. I usually just kind of bring something down to the basement, and we'll kind of like take a run at it for like just over a series of weeks. That and like a bunch of other ideas. But a lot of the times, like something will just happen. Like Kyle will just play something cool, and then we'll just start going off that. Like the key is just having like tons of ideas always kind of going, so that they kind of slowly and organically assemble themselves. That's pretty much it. Like it's not like we don't have designated rigid concrete jobs. But as I just said, it is definitely easier to write from the point of electric guitar and vocals. So that's the way that kind of seeds kind of come from there. But it always happens just like the three of us kind of hashing out ideas.
'Cause you are fucking up, yeah. You are fucking up, yeah. You are fucking up, yeah. You are fucking up, yeah.
Depends on what night, but yes.
Yeah, I have been laying off the 40s for a while because they make you super bloated and you feel like a total shithole the next day. But like Friday night was pretty crazy. I don't remember being at the Horseshoe, but we were there. I'm so glad. Apparently Dave Foley was there, and if I saw Dave Foley, I probably would have made a complete ass of myself. So I'm lucky I didn't.
There's a lot.
Let's see. Well, okay. On our friend's 19th birthday in London, we don't know how it happened, but he got kicked out. And then we met these dudes from the Hells Angels. And then we were like, we're going to leave. And our friend ended up face like first on the ground drunk. Like he fell over, and the only thing touching the ground was this part of his face. And it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
I would have to say, just off the top of my head, my drunkest story might have been one time me and my friend went to go see a heavy metal show in Hamilton, and we were trying to get home after the show, and we were so fucking drunk that I don't really know what happened, but then I just remember being arrested walking at the side of the freeway by an undercover police officer, and our friend bailed us out at the last second. Other than that, I've gotten like drunk and stuff in Europe and slept on the street and stuff. So there's a lot of crazy things, but not enough time to get into all those stories.
Opening for Sparta was cool.
That was wicked, yeah.
Jim Ward, we got to meet Jim Ward. That was awesome because he's a hero.
We got to play outdoors at Echo Beach in the summer opening for The Offspring. That was a lot of fun. Standing at the side of the stage watching them play Self-Esteem was definitely a full circle moment for me. Let's see. I mean, it's hard to say one thing, but I mean, we've just met so many fucking cool people, and especially at CMW and North by Northeast, those kind of opportunities are amazing. So,
and just we made a lot of friends with a lot of great bands that have really from that we are all able to help each other out.
Grays.
I don't know if they can see this. Yeah, they can see
the bar.
Well,
I'm
right
not sure,
now
yeah.
we're gonna go to a party, but we have some shows in April. We're doing 4 shows with single mothers at one weekend at the end of April, one weekend in May, and then
We're going to the States with
we're going
these
to the
guys.
States with Grays, I think, in June or July.
And then again in the fall.
Yeah.
and some releases in between there. But more details on that to come.
Whoa. Where's Dave Nardi?
Yeah, Dave would
Lifetruth.org/
Dave would crush this question.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I would say, I don't know. Shit, there's so many things. Drinking a cold beer in the shower.
Oh, that's the best. We're gonna go with life is drinking cold beer in the shower.